Hello my dear students, welcome to the AHD physics classes. Hope so doing really great. So students, in this NEET 2016 question of the chapter electric potential and capacitance, we are going to learn the concept of charging and discharging of capacitor, and when one charged capacitor will be connected to another capacitor, then whether energy will be lost or energy will be conserved. And after that we are going to see one more question, NEET 2019, and that question you have to see as a home task. This question you have to learn, very important concept, and NEET 2019 question you will do as a home task. Okay students, so let's start the video. So students, very important question of NEET 2016 and very important concept also. So see please, a capacitor of 2 microfarad capacitor is charged as shown in diagram. When the switch S is turned to position 2, the percentage of its stored energy dissipated is how much here? Okay, students, so here what we have to do, first this S will be connected to 1. In this situation, what will happen that here, this 2 microfarad capacitor will be charged by the battery. Okay, so to solve this question in a general way so that we can get one formula, I am just going to make the values here. Let's take here this capacitance, I have taken C1, and later this capacitance I will take C2. So what is happening students, first one, when this S is coming in contact with 1. So what will happen in this situation, this capacitor will charge, is it? So the charge on the capacitor will be how much here, Qi, it will be given here, capacitance C1, and the battery how much, V. This much charge it will store. After that, if I talk about here the energy, how much energy it will store, you know the energy formula very well. So Ui equal to half C1 V square, correct? Now after that what will happen later, this capacitor has stored energy and this capacitor has stored charge also, and you know very well the energy will be stored in which form, potential energy form. Okay, now what will happen when this S will come in contact with 2, then what will happen, this charged capacitor will start to transfer the energy to another capacitor, but till which situation, till the situation potential of both the capacitors will become equal. Okay, that we are going to learn now. So what is happening that when S is coming in contact with 2, okay, so for that I will draw one separate diagram here. Let's see here please, now like this. Now see, name of the capacitors, this is C1, this is C2, okay, and what I am taking here, this potential let's take becoming V dash. What I told you, the capacitor will transfer energy till what instant, till the potential of both of them will not become equal. Okay, so in this situation what will happen that here when S is coming in contact with 2, so first we will apply the conservation of charge. Okay, so we'll write here from conservation of charge. Okay, from conservation of charge. So what will happen that here, the initial charge should be equal to how much, final charge here. Now initial charge how much, you know, C1 into V equal to, now final charge how much here, that means charge on this capacitor and charge on this capacitor. Okay, now the charge on this capacitor how much here, C1, and the potential how much, V dash, plus similarly charge on this capacitor how much here, guess please, C2 into V dash, is it? Hence this V dash value will come what here, C1 by C1 plus C2 into V. This potential value we have got, is it? Now what we have to do, as we have to talk about the energy, that means we have to calculate how much energy also in this. Okay, so if I talk about here the energy, let's take here energy is UF. Now here I have taken what to tell, Ui, now here I am taking UF. Now this capacitor will store how much energy here, as I can tell here, half C1 V dash square, plus this capacitor will store how much energy here, half C2, and here how much, V dash square. Now we have got final energy also. Okay, now first what we'll do, we will calculate the fractional energy loss, then we will just multiply with the 100 and we'll get the answer here. Okay, so let's see here please here, I'm going to write here the fractional energy loss, fractional energy loss. Okay, fractional energy loss. So it will be given here what here, UF minus Ui by Ui. Okay, simplify this somewhat, UF by Ui minus 1. Okay, now students, next one what will happen that here, let's put the value of UF value how much here, half, and here you can see half C1 plus C2 into V dash square. How much here? V dash square is half C1 plus C2, V dash square will come, and the V dash value how much here? This one, so that we have to put there. So this will become here, see please, C1 by C1 plus C2 whole square, na, into V square. I have put the just value of V dash, and again I am writing here, the V dash value how much was there? The V dash value was this one, C1 by C1 plus C2 into, this is the value of V dash, okay, that one we have put here, and the initial value how much here? Half C1 V square, and here minus 1. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to cancel whatever the things are going to cancel. So see please, this half and this half cancel. After that, this V square cancel. Okay, and what will happen that here? Just see please. If you will see very properly, this 1 C1 plus C2 and in denominator 1 C1 plus C2 will also cancel out here. So what this will become here? C1 square by C1 plus C2. Okay, and by C1 by 1 minus 1. Okay. After that, just let me write this side here. Then what this will become here? The student, see please. C1 square by C1 plus C2 into 1 by C1 minus 1. Okay. Again, what is happening that here? One more C1 is going to cancel here like this. So it will become here C1 by C1 plus C2 minus 1. Okay. And again, if I will simplify this here, how much it will come here? See please, C1 minus C1 plus C2 by C1 plus C2. Okay, and again what will happen that here, when minus will multiply inside here, so C1 will also cancel out. That means we can tell here it will come minus C2 by C1 plus C2. This is the fractional energy loss. Which energy loss? Fractional energy loss, delta U by Uy. This is my fractional energy loss. You have to remember the formula. Okay, now students, let's come to this one here, our question. Value of C1 how much? 2. Value of C2 how much? 8. This value I will just put there. Okay, so just let me put here the value actually. So see please students. No, so see please again. Let me. So what will happen that here? This delta U by Ui is coming how much here? Minus C2 by C1 plus C2. Okay. And here C1 value how much? 2. C2 value how much? 8. Put here. This is 8. This is 2 plus 8. Microfarad will cancel out here. That means how much it will come here? Minus 8 by 10 or minus 0.8. Is it? If in case we have to calculate the percentage energy loss. Anything they may ask in a question. So percentage energy loss here. So in this situation, how much will come here? Delta U by U initial into 100. That means how much here? Minus 0.8 into 100. That means how much coming? Minus 80%.